Good evening. My name is Mark Simmons, and I'm the Associate Director of Bands here at Richmond High School. It is my pleasure and my privilege to introduce to you our combined beginning bands. These are bands from 3 separate schools. We have Dennis students, Hibbert students, and Test students. And these fine young boys and girls have been playing an instrument for just over 2 months. Without further ado, let's continue. I had this whole thing planned out before the concert where I was going to set an alarm on my phone and have it go off at some point while I was talking and then say, oh, I forgot to silence my phone. But I figured you'd probably appreciate it if I just reminded you now instead of going through all that trouble. So anyway, it has really been an honor to work with these fine young musicians and watching their journey as they learn to play an instrument and read music and watch a conductor and play in time and tap their foot and move their fingers. They have a lot to do, and they're doing pretty okay, right? So we have to give them some time between the pieces to get some things switched around for the people who play multiple instruments. And yeah, there are kids in this band who play multiple instruments. So they're in the back row, they're the percussion. The percussion have all of the responsibilities of a beginning band student on top of learning how to play a bell kit and a practice pad. The second one, I'm pretty sure some of you parents are thankful for. A little quieter. So, I've watched some of these students grow immensely over the short time that I've been with them, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where they all go. So now, I would like to introduce the other band director at Test Intermediate, Mr. Benjamin Smith, to the stage. Hopefully I'm looking at the right side. Oh, it's over here. Mr. Smith and I have been working together this semester, and he's going to take the rest of the beginner program.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. As Mr. Simmons said, I am Benjamin Smith. I'm one of the other band directors at Test. It has been a joy to be able to present this beginner band section of the concert to you tonight. Thank you for joining us. It's always exciting to hear how far they've come in just their first semester of learning so many things, how to play an instrument, how to play music. And they couldn't have done it without you, so thank you for supporting them in their musical journey.
Okay, so can we get like another round of applause for these fine young men and women? It really is quite amazing how in such a short amount of time these students have come so far, not just as players in our band and musicians, but as people. They learn a lot. Yes. They learn a lot of skills that they're going to take with them through their school life and hopefully into the life after school in band. And so while we're doing this transition time and we're bringing on the intermediate band, in your programs there is a page that has a QR code, and I'll even tell you which page it is. It's the page on the back. It's the back page. That has some information on how to join, how to get involved in the Music Boosters. There is also information about a band newsletter that comes out. And so if you could take the time now to kind of look into both of those things. We have a lot of information that comes through on the newsletter, dates. We congratulate students and we celebrate their successes, like when they get selected for an honor band. And then also anything booster related will sometimes come through the newsletter. But we rely on a parent-led organization to support our students and to truck our stuff from one place to another and help make sure that our students have their opportunities. So if you would like to be involved as a music booster, please email Lisa Felsman, the president. Once again, I'm Mark Simmons, the Associate Band Director. Thank you so much for coming, and, well, you can watch the magic happen.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? How about that first-year program that just left the stage? Awesome, huh? A lot of wonderful things to come. I'd like to first off introduce to you guys, this is the 7/8 band from Dennis and Hibbert, and they've been playing for, if not 2 to 3 years, but this is our middle school group from Dennis and Hibbert. Let's hear for them. Might take just a couple of moments to get situated back here. I want to thank you guys all for coming out here tonight. This is always one of my favorite concerts when you guys get to see. How many of you guys have a first-year member playing in band right now? It's super exciting. It's going to get so busy for you guys, but you're going to love it. They just have so many great opportunities ahead of them. So thanks again for supporting what they're doing, supporting what we do with the arts as well. Really appreciate it very much. So we are going to jump right in. Okay, I'd like to introduce Lauren Carter, and she's actually going to introduce our first number for the night.
Hello, my name is Lauren Carter, and I play in the Dennis Middle School Band. Our first selection for you tonight is an arrangement of the familiar holiday tune, Ukrainian Bell Carol. In this unique arrangement, our percussion section plays a vital role in the feel and groove with our hand drums and congas. We hope you enjoy the first selection entitled African Bell Carol, arranged by Robert W. Smith.
I always like to have the students kind of introduce the pieces. It's more fun hearing them talk, and definitely more fun hearing them play than me talk as well. So this next one for our next piece, Mr. Connor Miller.
Hello, my name is Connor Miller, and I am also a member of the Dennis Middle School Band. The setting of our next piece, entitled "At the Feast of Stephen," arranged by Scott Watson, will also take you back to the royal Christmas banquet hall of a medieval king, based around the carol "Good King Wenceslas." Oh my God. The old carol tells the story of a legendary 10th century monarch, Duke Wenceslas of Bohemia, who went out in the severe cold to give charity to the poor on December 26th, also known as Saint Stephen's Day. The feel and spirit of this arranged conjures a lively celebration of Christmas in the Middle Ages. Please enjoy At the Feast of Stephen. Thank you.
So isn't it fun to see the progression just in a short amount of time? And it just keeps getting better and better, and I'd say everyone just did for a really good concert tonight. One thing I did want to bring some attention to tonight, for one, oh my goodness, you guys have great kids. Are you aware of this? I mean, we have great students, and we appreciate what you do for them. But I will tell you, we've also got we have a lot of different opportunities in the field of music education to really push students, whether it's individual classes like this or lessons in different things. So we have in Indiana, there's an organization called Indiana Bandmasters Association where we nominate students that are doing exceptionally well after they've been playing for 1 or 2 years. Kind of put them into a big pot of, all the directors nominate their kind of think like an all-star sports team. And then we play Go Fish, and we recommend the students that we think would be a part of this. And we had 6 students, five of which are here, and one is actually a freshman at the high school that were selected for the Indiana All-Region Honor Band, which performed in Newcastle. And they were selected out of over, almost 300 applicants, band of almost 100 students as well. So if we could recognize the following individuals: Aiden Anderson, Kylie Atwell, Peyton Walton, Connor Miller, Eva Jones, and then we had one student that's a freshman now that came back and played with Isabel Spicer. Are you backstage? Oh, Isabel's right over here. So let's hear for all regions applicants that were selected into the group. Okay, I've got one final number we're going to finish up with, and Aiden's going to get a chance to introduce this one. He has to have the antlers on first, though.
Hello, my name is Aiden Andreessen, and I am in the Dennis Middle School Band. Our final number is entitled Arachnophobia. Although we are well past Halloween and now even Thanksgiving, we are confident that you will enjoy this driving rock song. Featuring fun low brass lines and a rocking percussion beats, sit back and enjoy Arachnophobia.
Good evening, everyone. If you haven't met me, my name is Dan Merkamp. I'm one of the band directors here at Richmond High School. And tonight, I would like to share with you some wonderful Christmas music that we've been working on. This group is actually our symphonic band, and they're going to start our concert. The program, we've decided to change the order. They're going to start their concert with Christmas Angels, which has 3 popular Christmas carols.
My name is Mark Simmons, and I am the Associate Director of Bands here, and it is my pleasure to conclude the symphonic bands portion of the concert. They're going to exit stage left, while the wind ensemble enters stage right. And while that happens, I'm going to talk to you about the Music Boosters. So if you haven't heard, we have a parent-run organization that helps us provide terrific opportunities for our students and to raise money and to get their instruments from A to B sometimes and everything in between. So in your program, on the very back page, is information on how you can learn about getting involved with the Music Boosters, as well as signing up for our handy-dandy newsletter. And the newsletter comes out by email. There's like a QR code. It's very 21st century, and you'll love it. Okay, so we just saw the symphonic band. Honestly, it's been my pleasure to lead such a hard-working group of students through some of this music. That last song you heard, A Minor Holiday Celebration, is kind of like if Christmas carols had a bad day at work. So, yeah, we can relate. And now we're going to get the wind ensemble on, and I get to reintroduce someone who I've had the pleasure to work with this semester. Mr. Dan Merkamp and I have been highly collaborative this year, and we have been making and breaking and shaking and waking and taking and a little bit of faking. But we've been making it happen, and it's been really a lot of fun so far. So let's hope that we keep this up. Mr. Dan Merkamp.
Yeah, I paid him to say that. So we're going to start our portion of the concert with an arrangement of Green Sleeves. That's one of my favorite Christmas arrangements, and it's written by a composer and arranger named Alfred Reed, and it's something that I've gotten to program many times. It's a really beautiful setting of Green Sleeves. All right, so years ago, I have to admit this, I used to watch Monty Python, and they would say, now for something totally different, and then they would just switch scenes, and this is as completely different as we can come up with from the last piece. So we played this beautiful, lush version of Greensleeves. Now, we're gonna take all kinds of Christmas tunes, and we're gonna mash them up, and we're gonna do it with a Western cowboy flair. So you're gonna hear a fun version of a lot of Christmas tunes. This is Cowboy Christmas. All right, so we have, we have a little transition time, and I'm going to ask the wind players to go to their orchestra section. So they're going to stand up and move to their orchestra spots, and then we're going to be bringing on the string players. And we have a little treat for you. There's a real, go ahead and get up and move. You can move while I'm talking. There's a really wonderful Christmas tune that you have all heard a million times on the radio, and it's a Leroy Anderson piece called Sleigh Ride. So I've done this piece many, many times with concert bands, but this is the first time I've ever had the pleasure to work with an orchestra that's playing this, and I'm waiting for string players to show up, so I'm going to keep stalling. Mr. Simmons has been working with the wind players and the strings to put together this version of Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride, which is just a wonderful classic. So, are they on the way? Soft shoes. I'm going to dance. Okay, I told them 8 o'clock. I'm 4 minutes early. So, anybody know any good jokes? What? Backflips off the front of the stage? You want to see that? Okay, if you guys will get together a collection and my hospital bill, if you'll pay for my hospital bill, you'll get to see me do that. While I've got you here, Mr. Simmons talked a little bit in the first concert about our Music Booster organization. We do have a wonderful parent organization. It's the Richmond Music Boosters, and they support our choir, our band, our orchestra, steel drums, jazz band, the Devilettes, all the groups that we have. And if you have questions about that, Lisa Felsman, is Lisa in the audience? Wave at me, Lisa. She's probably out there somewhere. There she is. Lisa is the president of our Richmond Music Boosters, and I'm sure that she would be more than happy to talk to you a little bit about when the meetings are and what the activities that they do. But really, we would have a very difficult time in functioning without a strong music booster group. For example, I cannot tell you how many meals they provided and helped provide through the summer, through band camp. Lots and lots of service. You'll see them sometimes working at concession stands. They do help organize some fundraisers, but really primarily they're just the behind the scenes people that keep us in uniform and just help us with the many projects. One of the major projects, hello strings, one of the major projects we're working on now is kind of revamping our music library. And we had a night where some of them came in and helped us just do some organization in our music library. There are just a lot of behind-the-scene things that they're doing for us. Another thing that there were 2 more things I wanted to mention. One is keep an eye out. I've been publishing a newsletter that kind of covers all the upcoming high school band activities, and I have a direct email to some people, and I also have, if you check the Music Booster Facebook page on a regular basis, I try to publish one every Saturday or so, depending if we have a short week, I may not do it, but if you keep an eye on that Music Booster Facebook page, you can find a rundown of some things that are going on. I also like to feature some students in that, and I do want to comment on a few students we have here that have recently been honored. We had one student from our trumpet section that was a member of the Indiana Bandmasters Association All-Region Band, and that was Isabel Spicer. Isabel, would you stand up and be recognized? Isabel. And I actually went to that concert, and that was one of the best middle school concerts I've been to in a long time. And then, one of the gentlemen that was in the all-district band, I think is in the audience, is Alessandro. Are you out there somewhere? I saw him earlier. Yeah, you're sweet. Alessandro was in the all-district band, and Olivia Dudas, where's Olivia, was in the all-district band. And then also, coming up in January, Olivia gets to participate in the IMEA, which is the Indiana Music Educators Association. They have an all-state honor band, and she'll get to participate in January. So that's a big honor for her as well. I don't think I'm going to make it to trumpet land in time. I was going to play trumpet, but my trumpet's in my other suit. That was a joke. I don't keep a trumpet in my suit. It gets spit everywhere. So anyway, the last thing is we're trying a new format for our combined concerts, and I'm sure you're aware of that. We did the middle school concert at 6, the high school concert at 7:30 in an effort to keep them at a reasonable length so that you guys can get on with your business. And if you have, thank you, if you have any feedback on that, good, bad, or otherwise, we'd be appreciative to hear that. But we're just trying it, and we plan to do the same thing with the spring concert as well. So if that's something that you like, then please let your music boosters know, and they can let me know or talk to me. All right, how we doing? So, welcome orchestra. Can we give it up for the orchestra? Oh yeah. So, hi there. You were just about the cutest thing. You want to come up? You'll get some applause. Anyway, one of my first experiences with Richmond High School was I was very fortunate to get to substitute teach as a long-term sub for Mr. West last spring, and I got to work with this group and just had a wonderful time. They were very gracious in accepting me and letting me work with them, and they've done the same kind of quality work. Somebody better get that kid. Okay, I was only joking. Okay, whew. Yay, give it up. All right. Anyway, they have been very gracious in working with Mr. Simmons. So this time, I would like to introduce my partner in crime, Mr. Mark Simmons, to lead the Philharmonic Orchestra performing Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride. Thank you, folks.
Hello, it's me again. I've had this is my privilege to get to open and close this concert. Thank you all for coming. Check that booster announcement in the program. Yes, you orchestra parents. Yes, you too. And now I'm going to turn it over to our concert master, Hannah Cravens.